Hello everyone, Heather here from the Sewing Loft, and today I have a brand new quilt block to share. It's called Sunburst, and it's part of the Blocks to Quilt series. Just like the other blocks in this series, the Sunburst is available in two finished sizes, a 12-inch and a 6-inch. It needs no special tools or templates, and the best part is that it's perfect for your scraps. Today I'm going to show you how to put this block together very quickly using strip sets. I'll walk you through each step and show you how to make the block. Starting with our cut pattern pieces, it's time to stitch the block. We're going to prepare by working on our center of the sun. And in order to do that, we're going to use our background squares, and you're going to draw a line from corner to corner with your ruler and a heat erasing marking tool. Just simply draw a diagonal line from side to side and repeat for all of your squares. Then we will be putting them in each corner and stitching directly along the line. After your squares are stitched, trim away your seam allowance and press per the pattern. With our center unit complete, it's time to set that aside and start working on the raise. We're going to be working with strip units, and you'll be attaching the two long rectangular pieces together across the long side. Repeat with your other strips of fabric. With our strip units stitched and pressed, it's time to subcut. Now the best way for me to start is to actually trim the edge and get a nice straight edge. Then simply subcut your pieces to size. You'll notice that your strip allows for a little bit of extra, and that's okay. It allows room for placing your prints. So go ahead and cut all of your strips and then set them aside with the center of our sun so that we can work on our four corners. To create the four corners, we're going to be using our background squares and drawing a line from corner to corner for us to stitch on. After that, we'll be adding them to each corresponding corner following the pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my lines. With everything marked, it's simply a matter of just placing the pieces and stitching. I'm going to start with two opposite corners and stitch them in place and then come back for my third side. After stitching those two squares in place, it's best to actually trim away your excess . And press these before attaching your third. So I'm going to head over to my pressing station and give that a good press. With everything pressed, it's time to just add my last square and stitch straight along that line. Trim away my extra fabric and then press it and repeat this to create four finished corners. I want to share with you a really quick tip. When working with small pieces, sometimes your triangles can get a little bit wonky, and this is the perfect time before we move on to the next step to just trim them up. Okay? You can see here that I can just trim it and straighten it out. Doing this small step will ensure that all of your points line up. With all of our units complete, it's time to just start the assembly. You want to start by organizing each of your pieces per the diagram and the pattern, and then we're just going to sew row by row. Okay, I'm going to start with my bottom and work my way up. Join each piece and make sure that your seams are nested. Once our rows are stitched and pressed, it's time to join them together. Since we've gone ahead and pressed each row in a specific direction, our seams will automatically nest, making it easy for us to achieve a nice flat block when we're finished. To ensure your seams match up perfectly, place a pin right along your stitch line, and this way nothing will shift when you're at the machine. With our final seams stitched, it's just a matter of pressing and trimming to size. So what did I tell you? Did that block come together quickly or what? Thanks to the help of those strip sets, I could see making this in a complete quilt top of all different colors. Be sure to visit me at thesewingloft.com for full pattern details and even more fun blocks like this.